Have you ever met someone who just gets people? It's probably someone you yourself genuinely likes to hang out and be friends with. They're warm, non-judgmental, and somehow always know what to say when you're upset. Well, that's not luck. That's emotional intelligence, or EQ for short. Having a high EQ has huge benefits, such as being a great communicator, a superstar with relationships, being able to easily manage your stress, demonstrating resilience, and a great team player as well as leader. Hi, my name is Mayuni and I'm a mom and doctor turned entrepreneur. One of my main interests is learning about self-development and how bettering our mindset and the way we view things can change our entire life. In this video, I'm going to talk about 10 qualities of a highly emotionally intelligent person. See how many you have. You might be pleasantly surprised. And whatever qualities you don't have right now, remember that these are just habits that can be built with time and effort. I've made a printable cheat sheet which you can download by clicking the link in the description below. So make sure to get that at the end of this video. Number 1. You pause before you react. Most people get triggered by something someone says or does, and without thinking, they hit back with a response which could be verbal or physical. Pausing before reacting allows you to recognize the negative emotion you're feeling, which then allows you to be in control of how you respond. A lot more relationships would be saved, and there'd be very few inmates in prison if we all practiced this. Neuroscientist Dr. Jill Boltz-Taylor discovered that the emotions we feel so strongly immediately after we're triggered dies down within an extremely short amount of time, 90 seconds to be exact. Delaying your response by just 90 seconds allows your body to dissipate those strong neurochemicals which are the cause of your emotions. So the next time you find yourself about to react in a negative manner, take a time out for at least 1.5 minutes and then respond. Your future self will thank you for taking that pause. Number 2, you actually listen when people talk. Active listening is something that is surprisingly rare. When conversing with someone and it's our turn to listen, most of us spend that time thinking up our response or just waiting for when it's our turn to speak. Actively listening involves focusing on the words, emotions, and body language the other person is conveying as they converse with us. This is covered in the Respect Framework video for making lasting friendships, which is linked above. People with a high EQ recognize the importance of giving their full attention to others, even when the topic being discussed is not something they're particularly interested in or find boring. Because everyone loves being listened to, and actually doing so makes it a superpower that most people overlook. Number 3, you can admit when you're wrong. Do you scramble to justify yourself when someone points out your mistake? Or would you acknowledge your error, apologize, and make a note to do better next time? If it's the latter, then yay for you. People with a high EQ are able to get past their ego and wanting to always prove they're right and recognize the importance of honesty and taking accountability for their actions. In doing so, they also strengthen their connections with other people and show themselves to be honest and trustworthy. Number 4, you notice how others feel even when they don't say it. The majority of us are so wrapped up in ourselves that we frequently miss verbal and emotional cues that our friends and family give us. On the contrary, people with a high EQ can read a room like a book. This is because of empathy, one of the strongest EQ traits in this list. Having empathy means putting yourself in someone else's shoes and feeling what they are feeling. You notice the friend who's quiet when they're usually loud, or the classmate who's fine but is clearly not. Not surprisingly, being able to empathize with others makes you someone others want to be around and have as their friend. Number 5, you don't take everything personally. After handing in your project, if your teacher or supervisor points out the areas that still need work and that makes you angry and want to lash out at them, it means you're taking their feedback like it's a personal attack against you. People with a high EQ are emotionally mature, meaning they don't make everything about themselves. They recognize constructive criticism for what it is, feedback. It's what you need to make your work better in the future, which obviously is a good thing. Number 6, you can laugh at yourself. Being able to laugh at yourself is the emotional sister quality of not taking things personally. They go hand in hand. Just like they're able to remove themselves from others' opinions, people with high EQ are also able to remove themselves from a situation to observe it without bias. Observing it without bias enables them to see the humor in something so that they can easily laugh at themselves. Don't let embarrassment define you. Recognize that we're all awkward at times and go ahead and laugh at yourself. Not having to guard our ego so zealously is actually really freeing. So try it the next time you say or do something silly. You set boundaries and don't feel guilty about it. Just as having empathy for others is important, so is having empathy for yourself. And this means protecting your energy when necessary. It's not selfish, rather it's self-respect. People-pleasing and always saying yes is a quality of people with low EQ. They go out of their way to make others happy in the hopes that they will be liked. Frequently though, chronic people-pleasers have the opposite effect of what they're trying to achieve. However, people with high EQ don't set out to get people to like them. Although their qualities of empathy, integrity, and self-respect win the friendship and respect of others, that isn't their end goal. They're not afraid to draw boundaries and say no when they need to. Basically, they treat themselves with the same respect and kindness that they treat others. Number 8, you don't let emotions drive you. Just as taking a pause before reacting can manage your emotions, so too can actually becoming aware of them. Becoming aware of a negative emotion and then labeling it means you're being mindful of your emotional state, which obviously means you're in control of your reaction. So the next time someone does something to make you angry, take a pause, actively reflect on the emotions you're feeling and label them. You'll find that instead of exploding and shouting, you're able to recognize your anger and respond in a calm and reasonable manner. To learn about the ABCDE method of anger management, take a look at the link here in the top right-hand corner. Number 9, you try to understand, not judge. We've all judged other people. It's human nature to judge others even before they open their mouths to speak. But that's not empathetic. People with high EQ recognize that making a conclusion about someone based on just one interaction is unfair and likely erroneous. When we see someone shouting, instead of judging them unkindly, we can remind ourselves that we don't know what kind of day, week, month, or even year they've had. That is us practicing empathy. There's a quote that I particularly like that goes like this: "Everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Be kind." So let's reduce the judging and increase the empathy and kindness, because really, we're all battling something, aren't we? And finally, number 10, you bounce back from bad days. Failing is not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. We're all guaranteed to fail in multiple things many times over. That's just life. None of us are born knowing how to walk, talk, read, or do any of the multitude of things we do without even thinking twice. And none of us just upped one day and started walking perfectly. We all fell down many times in the process. And the same goes for almost anything in life. People with high EQ recognize this. They have what is called a growth mindset, where they see failure as an opportunity to grow and learn. And this is called resilience. Being able to dust yourself off and try again after every knockdown. People with low EQ tend to have a fixed mindset, which means they think they can't get past their failure and they're stuck at that level. So, which one are you? There you go. 10 qualities of a person with high EQ. How many did you recognize in yourself? If you said 5 or more, congratulations. Your emotional intelligence is probably higher than most. And if not, no worries. EQ isn't something you're born with. It's something you built. One kind act, one deep breath, one honest conversation at a time. And don't forget to get your printable cheat sheet of this video by clicking the link in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, share it with a friend who just gets people, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos on mastering your mind and emotions. And remember, you alone are in control of your life. You are your own superhero.